What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and EA Sports has finally gotten me to that point again. Jerry Rice is going to be getting raid sold. I told you guys a while ago that I hated Jerry Rice, but we had to put him in there just to have him out there. The next thing is Deshaun Watson. We already started raid selling him. We got rid of his main card. We're going to go ahead and power him down, primarily because I don't need Hot Route Master anymore based on the way that the game has changed. Let me go ahead and explain certain things that are going on. Also, some of the feedback that you guys gave, you guys may be correct. As far as the brawler, maxing out the brawler, my O-line feels a lot better, but defensively, the players are not playing better. Like, I could visibly see with the way that they're reacting, they're not the same type of players. So we may just go all sprinter again. I think that that might be the way to do it because, like I said, the game changes daily. For those of you guys that don't understand, it's a really, really wild situation that we've been put involved in, like right now, because, you know, we want to make our teams better and we want to believe that the additions that we make, it actually means something, but in reality, it really doesn't. And that's the scary part about the situation. So I just want to make sure everybody understands that as we go through it, because more and more of you guys are starting to understand, like, all right, yo, Gmia, you were right. I went into the game the day after something worked and it was wild. You know what I'm saying? That one day we had 5 nasty streaks going crazy. We have to experiment because we have no choice, but at the same time, we do have a choice. We can beat EA at their own game. And I know that sounds weird, like, yo, how are you gonna beat EA at their own game? You just adapt. They're patching things, they're tuning things. So you just continue to go and you continue to find stuff. And then you make them keep patching it. The game gets wilder and wilder, all right? But you understand that the game is, you know, changing. And you don't feel like you're going crazy, like, oh my God, why is this going on? Like, the new thing right now is you have a guy on the post route, you throw it to him wide open, he dives, the ball goes through his body. And then the guy that was supposed to be defending him, he like moves away from him so that it can happen. I don't know why that goes on. I can't really like put my finger on it. I don't know if they're intentional. You know what? I can't say that I believe that they're not intentionally doing it at this point. It's sort of like this, right? You know, you got a homie, we're gonna just say homie just so that we don't get in trouble. You got a homie that's cheating on his wife, his girlfriend, whatever. And you're like, bro, at some point, right? You know, she keeps forgiving you. At some point, she's gonna say, all right, dude, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you're not making a mistake. You're just doing whatever you want. You see what I'm saying? And again, it's our homie. Like, I'm not telling on you guys. It is what it is. But regardless of that situation, whatever EA Sports is doing, it just doesn't make sense. So we have to continue to adapt because otherwise you get lost in the trenches. Like, right now might honestly be the best time to get rid of Jerry Rice because Calvin Johnson is coming. It doesn't really matter how they do it, how they delay it. They got to put him out there. You know, Harold Carmichael, he might make the team. There's a lot of things that are going to be coming out that's probably going to be out there for us that we'll be able to take advantage of. It all depends on what is going on exactly. You know, with the feel of the game, I don't think that there's going to be that much more tuning. For those of you guys that are asking, like, yo, Gmia, what do you think they're going to do next? Are they going to continue to destroy the game? Well, yes, they're going to continue to do that, but it all depends on, like, what exactly do you mean by destroy? Okay, 214, this might buy them for like 199. I think they've done more than enough, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Like, they've done so much that anything that they do going forward, it really can't impact us the way that they've already destroyed us. One of their original patches to start the year off, just remember this, right? They put out a patch that made it so nobody would catch wide open passes when they were trying to patch other things. Just to give you guys an idea of what we're dealing with, it's not something that we can just say, yeah, it's going to be better, whatever. It's not going to work out like that. So right now, you just saw what happened. Jerry Rice is gone. We're getting rid of Deshaun. Deshaun's gone. We still got these 3 that we bought. If you guys been keeping up with the videos, because when Calvin Johnson drops, he's going to break the game. It just depends, like, you know, what do I mean by that? If you guys are practicing Moss action, you guys are going to be good to go. If you're still not practicing it, you might have issues. I'm only going to say that. Because he's gonna make it impossible to be, like, you can't really deal with the stuff that he's gonna be doing. Because even if they nerf Calvin, next gen with 22, it's gonna be even more OP. Because that's the way that it's manufactured. You see, like last year in 20, a lot of you guys were doing it rather easily. It got a lot more difficult this year because they have like an invisible stratosphere where if the ball is thrown at a certain point, no matter how tall the cornerback is, he's going to get an animation when he's dropping backwards and picking you up. Like Eric Allen. I played a game earlier on stream. Most of you guys are subscribed to GmiasWorld Gaming, so you'll see that stream broadcast a little bit later today. Eric Allen was jumping over Randy Moss. Now, we all know, unless he has like a bouncy house or something like that, it's no way he's doing it. But the EA development team, they allow that to happen because it helps, I guess, in their terms, to balance the game. So for those of you guys that are starting to rage and you're understanding it, let me do the raging. You guys can be calm. We're going to make it through it. I promise you that. I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. I will be there for you guys all the way through. You need a shoulder to cry on? Bro, I'm going to put a wet nap so that you don't get your tears on me, because I don't know what you guys are doing. But yeah, I'm going to put the wet nap. You guys can cry on the shoulder, dude. But at the end of the day, I am here for you. I feel your pain. It's just a matter of, I don't really think that the development team is taking what we view as a problem seriously. And it's been going on for a lot of, many years now. At this point, the strong arm QB, let me just point out why this is happening, because we've already put Mike Evans in the game. For those of you guys that missed the stream, Mike Evans, 6'5", he's just going to be a better option for us than having, what did we have there before? I think we had Andre Johnson on the outside. Andre Johnson at 6'3", it was good for a second, and then it just got really, really patched excessively, and it's never been the same. So we're not going to continue to do that. We're just going to get smarter and keep going forward. And we know that a 6'5" guy is going to have a better advantage of being able to go up and get that moss. So we just went back and do that. We went back and put Mike Evans back on the squad, and we're just going to continue to proceed from there and see what's up. You know what I'm saying? That's how we have to move. We can't wait and try to figure out, like, oh my God, EA, what are you doing? It just becomes continuously ridiculous, and it becomes more and more frustrating. So right now, Josh Allen is going to go from, obviously, the improviser, utilizing Gunslinger with 3, all the way down to, he's going to go down to 2. Now, he was originally 1, and we had an idiot that caused his, his AP to rise. We don't need to say anything about it. We know people were screaming about it. Oh my God, Gunslinger works, raise the AP, stop the count. Like, dude, it was an idiot. But that guy, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying, bro? It is what it is. The cap has been raised, and we move forward. So what we're going to be doing right now is we're going to put Josh Allen in, and like I said, only Gunslinger. We don't care about Hot Rod Master, and we're going to proceed along those lines. Now, there is a lot to be discussed as far as, what I was just telling you guys about as far as like the brawler. I don't feel throughout the gameplay that I had earlier that it made that big of a difference. So I may change it back. I may give it a couple more games just to make sure, but I really didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, my plays just really looked sluggish, especially the D-line. But again, the O-line looked unbelievable. The O-line, but it's no way for us to get 40 with just the O-line without affecting the D-line. Maybe we could, squeeze in those D-line, maybe switch a couple guys from the backup roles maybe, and do it like that, because I do believe the O-line, we were getting some good action from that. So I'm going to probably try to mix and match it and keep the brawler for the most part, because I definitely saw differences in the way that the guys blocked, the way that they held their blocks. It was very, very, eye-popping, like you were able to see it happen. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that going. All right, so I think that's what I might do. I'm not sure about the fat guys in the middle. Like the D tackles in the middle, as far as like we play, what's the fat dude's name? Well, he's not as fat as we think he is, Justin Smith. We play him at D tackle. And some of you guys were saying, what about the heavier fat savages at D tackle, Gmia? Like, what do you think? Like, just put a guy that's just so extra fat, he just clogs up the middle, and then you have your outside guys do work. It sounds good, but realistically, this game doesn't make sense, so I wouldn't encourage it. You know what I'm saying, guys? I wouldn't say, yeah, bro, that works. I don't feel like that is the right thing for me to do at this time, is to say that that's okay, because I really do believe that EA is playing games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think EA is out here doing whatever they want, and we have to continue to just monitor them. You know, like how they monitor us for what we're doing? We got to keep monitoring them. We got to see, like, all right, what exactly are they doing next? Like, what's going on? So this right here, saving us the 1 AP, is going to open up another avenue for other abilities and things like that we can utilize. All right, now, another thing that you guys are bringing up, protected. Many people that I played that had like Dan Marino and stuff, they weren't using protected. It looks like the players that can unlock it, the old line just blocks better. I know that sounds weird, but I played a guy earlier that had Dan Marino. He did not have protected, and he was just standing in the pocket having a great time. You know, he had a barbecue. He picked up my mom's twice. Like, it was really crazy, and he did not have protected. So it just looks like if the players can unlock it, EA allows them to be like kind of, raw with it. That's my opinion. Again, it's not proven. Oh, should I go times 2 here? Oh, bruh. All right, let's go times 2 just to make sure that we have, he's going to be here for a while. Let's make sure we have the times 2, going forward. So that's that, right? So with the way that this is going to work, let's go ahead. What kind of card art you guys want? I like that one a little bit. This one looks good. The team of, what is that, the NFL Honors? I like that one. All right, so let's take a look again at his numbers. Obviously, he has a stock 99 throw power. Just a point of order, guys. It doesn't matter if they have 99 throw power if you don't have Gunslinger. When we went crazy and took Gunslinger off, the ball was not being thrown at a far enough rate. Just to be upfront with you guys, it's not the same thing. You need Gunslinger to even breathe in Madden 21. Just to be clear with that. All right, guys? So these are his numbers: 93 speed, 96 excel, 99 throw power, all that good stuff. I think he's going to be fine. We'll give him the 2 AP. Now, as far as the other abilities, where they stand, that opens up something else. I've been getting a lot of different feedback. I did try out Red Zone Threat, and it was garbage. Just so everybody knows, you will get, unless you want to be crazy, just throw the ball up randomly, you're going to get a lot of predetermined animations. What I want to point out, though, is, you know, Mike Evans being a physical receiver, they do get that, you know, the matchup nightmare for one and all that stuff. It looks cute, but it's it really doesn't matter. And I'm being completely honest with you about that. It really, like 100%, it just doesn't matter. We're gonna give him Omaha though, because it's always cool when you unlock that to see, you know, your opponent's plays. But just so that you guys are on the same page with me, I'm letting you guys understand that Red Zone Threat is a complete joke. All right, just upfront with it. So now we have 2 AP that's available. I have to look and see what else I want to do here, but I'm just letting you guys understand there are situations where things will vary game to game. Now, right now, we went back and we gave Randy Moss deep in and deep out. The reason for that is when you put him on a deep post, he's going to go ahead and break away from one step aheads and all that good stuff, right? So this guy, we're just going to leave him doing that. I don't believe that the Red Zone Threat helped him to catch the regular Mosses in the regular field. I don't believe that that was the case. Now, with the 2 AP, this is where it gets really, really crazy. We can leave this guy the way he is because he's costing us 2 AP right now. Remember, we have 2 AP available. We can go, you know, tight end apprentice. He's not a possession tight end, so obviously it costs 2. That would be a waste for me. We can go puller elite over here, you know, post up and stuff like that. We can do things like that. We can change up what these players have. For the most part, I am going to lab him with without Matchup Nightmare and with Matchup Nightmare. Andre Johnson, because he's in the slot, he might be better use to have Matchup Nightmare because he will come across the linebackers. Your outside receivers don't usually come in contact with the linebackers. So, you know, just because it's lighting up, it doesn't mean anything. And I just wanted to keep you guys up to date with all of that as we go along. Now, again, as far as the Brawler and the Sprinter, it looks like we may have to interchange at least our outside guys and then probably give the backups Brawler and make it work out because Ricky Jackson and LT wasn't the same. Justin Smith and, you know, Michael Strahan, because they're in the middle, I don't know if it affected them that much, but I didn't like that. I didn't like it either. It was just really, really weird. So I'm going to see if I can adjust that without having to mess up both of it because I think the O-line does work very well with Brawler, but it's really, really bad for the defensive linemen. All right, guys, so that's where we are right now. New squad. We're going to be updating abilities as we go along. Definitely go ahead and keep that feedback coming. Let me know what you guys are thinking, and I'm going to get back to you guys as soon as possible. Stay blessed, stay healthy. See you guys next time. One love, y'all.